She Stoops to Conquer is more moral than the Rover in many ways. She Stoops to Conquer doesn't use women as objects like the Rover did. In the Rover, there was a rape scene with Florinda. The worst thing that happened in this play was a hug. Even though a hug might mean something way different at that time, but at least no one was raped. In the Rover, there was a lot of fighting, so that kept the story going. But in She Stoops to Conquer, in order to get the story going, they used Tony. He's a prankster, a little unpredictable. With him fighting his mother for his freedom, it made for a good story. Tony. If I'm a man, let me have my fortin. Ecod, I'll not be a maiden fool no longer. Mrs. Hardcastle. Is this ungrateful boy all that I'm to get for the pains I have taken in your education? I that have rocked you in your cradle and fed that pretty mouth with a spoon. Did I not work that waistcoat to make you gentle? Did I not prescribe for you every day and weep while the receipt was operating? Tony, ecod, you had reasons to weep, for you have been dowsing me ever since I was born. I have gone through every receipt in the Complete Housewife 10 times over, and you have thoughts of coursing me through Quincy next spring. But ecod, I tell you, I'll not be made a fool of no longer. Mrs. Hardcastle. Wasn't it all for your good, Viper? Wasn't it all for your good? Tony. I wish you'd let me in my good alone, then. Snubbing this way when I'm in spirits. If I'm to have any good, let it come of itself, not to keep dinging it on to oneself. Mrs. Hardcastle. That's false. I never see you when you're in spirits. No, Tony. You then go to the outhouse or kennel. I'm never to be delighted with your agreeable wild notes, unfeeling monster. Everyone got a happy ending in a very good way, instead of going through massive turmoil. The worst thing to happen was Tony sending the two men to the Hardcastle's place and making them believe it was an inn.